In the world of scientific exploration, Dewey Lee stood as a beacon of curiosity, a woman whose thirst for unraveling the mysteries of rivers took her to the very edge of the scientific unknown. Her journey was not just a quest to map rivers, but a daring plunge into the temporal and spatial secrets hidden within the aquatic landscapes. A river scientist and freshwater expert, Dewey Lee had an unconventional method that included going against the current, navigating upstream, and deciphering the language of rivers through paddling, walking, and meticulous observations. In 2008, armed with her vessel named Lemonade, Dewey Lee set out on an extraordinary mission to trace the Bishui River, a meandering watercourse stretching an impressive 389 kilometers from the Tibetan Plateau to the Andaman Sea. The river's journey through the rugged terrain of southwest China and eastern Myanmar, with a brief interlude at the border between Burma and Thailand, provided the perfect canvas for Lee's scientific exploration. The Bishui River, with its swift currents slicing through mountain canyons, presented a formidable challenge for any explorer. However, Dewey Lee embraced the challenge, choosing to navigate the less explored upper reaches of the river. Her method involved not only traditional scientific observations, but also a touch of artistry, capturing the essence of the river on rocks by drawing with water, a technique she had perfected over years of exploration. The turn of events took a tragic twist in April 2010 when a local fisherman stumbled upon Lee's boat and her meticulously kept journal in a lake upstream of the Bishui River. The discovery, while shedding light on her journey, marked the beginning of a scientific mystery that continues to baffle researchers and explorers alike. Dewey Lee, the intrepid scientist, had seemingly disappeared into the river she sought to understand. A year later, Yunnan Province announced plans to build Asia's largest hydropower station on the upper reaches of the Bishui River, the Bishui River Ju Hydropower Station on the upper reaches of the Bishui River in China. The groundwork for this endeavor began in 2008 with the construction of a reservoir upstream, which completed its initial filling by 2010. Concurrently, the lake where Dewey Lee disappeared was diverted to a reservoir 14 kilometers to the south, and the lake was filled and disappeared, replaced by grass and thick mud. To facilitate the forthcoming water storage of the Ju Reservoir, the old town of Bishui, situated 12 kilometers north of the reservoir and adjacent to the disappeared lake of Dewey Lee, is slated for relocation, leading to the submergence of numerous towns, villages, cultural relics, and natural landscapes along the river. A year later, in the winter of 2011, an inexplicable occurrence gripped the region. Bishui County lay in ruins, with only the Bishui County Museum standing, awaiting its imminent demolition. In a mesmerizing turn of events during the museum's final exhibition, the buried lake gradually reappeared. By the spring of 2012, an area exceeding 100,000 acres of the lake had resurrected, attributed to an epic winter storm, thus earning the moniker Zombie Lake. During the reappearance of the lake, Dewey Lee also resurfaced, seemingly devoid of all memories of her Bishui River expedition. Due to her disappearance into the lake, she underwent a transformation, changing races, and the Bishui town, which was destroyed by the hydropower project, has also miraculously reappeared, which, like a mirage, reappeared in its entirety, its buildings, streets, and people restored to their state of April 4th, 2008, giving the impression of a fresh start. Dewey's memory loss extended to her 4-year expedition in the Bishui River from 2008 to 2012, with her recollections reverting to the day she prepared for the expedition. On April 4, 2012, she embarked on what she believed to be her first Aqua River expedition, though it was her second, swimming upstream and arriving at the same place on the same day, documenting her scientific findings and journals on the same rock, and collecting and noting the same plants as before. 2 years later, when a local fisherman stumbled upon Lee's boat and her meticulously kept diary in the Zombie Lake upstream of the river, Dewey Lee seemed to vanish into the river once more. Subsequently, events unfolded cyclically, mirroring their initial occurrence. The construction of the water project, the landfill of the lake, the demolition of Bishui town, the exhibition honoring Dewey Lee, the reappearance of the Lake Dewey and the town, all reverting to 2008. This unbreakable cycle continues, shrouded in mystery and surrealism.